Hello, and welcome to a message before we play Yooka-Laylee with my good friend Steve. So, protests are happening opposing police brutality in solidarity with Black Lives Matter, and you should support those protests, whether it is actively protesting, supporting the protesters by bringing supplies, whatever. There's a lot of things you can do, or giving to charitable causes. And I just wanted to point out that I always put some donation links to charitable causes that I supported myself in the video description. So it'd be cool if you had some extra money lying around, if you could support them too. I would really appreciate it, and I'm sure they would too. So please do that. So Black Lives Matter, all cops are bastards, and we will now begin playing Yooka-Laylee. So now that we've done most of the things in the place, we can expand it. We can make this book a little bit bigger by shoving some pages into it.
I can't wait to see all of the new and fantastic ways that this world will get bigger.
Yeah. I mean, it already seemed pretty large. What more could be added?
Large. Seemed relatively in charge.
Steve, I had never thought about it until, like, this exact moment, but expanding is really funny. You just cram more pages into the book and it gets bigger. I never thought about that.
I mean, how do you make a bigger book?
You cram more pages into it. Yeah. I'm one of those, like, small brain, whatever the cool new insult for dumb people is. I'm one of those people who never thought about how you make a book bigger. Because I've never thought about a book in my life.
Never thought about what would make a book bigger. Never thought about what the cool new trendy word for dumb people would be before it happens.
Something
the world's
like
an amazing place.
Like a ham spine. Because, like, your spine's, like, so bad, and, like, your brain, the
like
stuff
like
goes
a pig's
through.
spine would be.
The spine has, like, your nerve in it that your brain go through. Because you got like your brain stem stuff, and like your spine like goes through your body. So I assume like those brain stems are somewhere.
Sure, yeah, they gotta be
around.
Where else could they be?
Or inside this, probably not inside the spine. You
don't know that. Are
you know, I do not know enough to say that it doesn't, but I'm gonna hazard that there isn't like, oh yes, this is where the brain tube sticks into your skeleton, and this is where it comes out.
Hey, what do you think a spinal cord is?
There's like fluid or something in there, and
exactly.
We get the nice ice key. Well, it wasn't for free, but we did get a nice ice key.
Nice ice key.
2 nice ice keys. Nicey ice keysies. Oh, and there was a quilly there. Quill, whatever. I like little stars on the wall. Never noticed that before. That's a nice little.
Yeah.
Nice little design. Stars are good.
They're a great time.
I actually forgot about the underwater one. We should probably go there first. Unless,
should we?
Does that go to the same place?
No, I don't think it goes to the same place. I think you could go there first.
Yeah, let's just check that one out because I didn't remember it existed. So
either it's like a place where there's like nothing you can do there at first, or it's a place where you can access the area from somewhere else and can't do anything there unless you go in through the keyway. I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember either. In fact, I have no clue where the stupid lock is. So I figured there it is. I figured it'd be somewhere around here since, like, if we were to look up, like, it's part of, like, the same tower that we saw moments ago when we tried.
Keep that geometry consistent.
Yeah. It's like one of the things like in oh god, what's a video game that people like that does it? The Dark Souls, where the world's all interconnected and no one ever shuts up about it. Or the Super Mario Sunshine. Oh, we talked to the key. I thought we were gonna have to swim through the key, like one Clanker's Cavern, but no, we just talked to the key in this. Oh, I'm gonna die.
Oh yeah, you are gonna die, huh?
Oh, great! This game does the thing where you lose health. That's nice. I always like whenever you lose health. And it gave us more stuff because we entered a new area. The Icy-Metric Palace. We should have gone in from the other way, but we had to know. Only one way to learn, and it's to do things. Can I go down? Am I pushing the wrong button to go down? Yes, I think I was pushing the wrong button to go down. Okay, that's... I thought that was an entrance. You know, it looked like a thing that we could go through. There was, like, air coming out, so I thought they might be, like, the warpy doors we saw previously. Okay, so what's the point of this chamber?
It's a great question. It's so that you can see the edge of the water and it'll look a little bit awkward.
I mean, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. They'll bury the evidence. Well, you know, we know where to go if we got any evidence to bury. What did this do? Okay. Now we know the point of all these things. There were some friends in there. And I know what to do. We gotta scream at them. Not gonna forget this time. Oh shit, we can scream underwater. I probably screamed underwater last episode. Previous time.
Yeah, mere minutes ago.
Yeah, minutes ago. Because I had to scream at Heidi. I mean, you don't have to scream at Heidi. It's just, you know... Makes it a little bit easier. It's just to deal with your, you know... Deal with the day whenever you see a Heidi. You just gotta holler. Have a good holler at the Heidi.
Don't holler at Heidi. There was... So, but before you came in here, and this will bug me every time that I look at this game now, at least that one specific part of this game. Get in there. Get in there.
I just had to check. I had to know.
The ice key is like off-center to the lock.
Oh. Why'd you have to mention that?
I did.
Okay, we can't. I thought we might be able to jump up on here, and then from here I could get up there.
No.
See if we can take advantage of some collision.
I think that this.
Oh, I know what we need to do. Aw, dang, you're right. We should have come here later. Well, it's okay. Now we know it's there. You know, sometimes you have to see and know a thing and learn that a thing is there, and you just don't know where everything is in Pterodactyl Land for some reason.
Exactly. Well, I know why you don't know where everything is in Pterodactyl Land, because that whole stage is like
big
40 identical tunnels.
Yeah. I mean, I can't say for sure anymore because that was a long time ago, and I don't remember how that Let's Play went entirely. But I'm pretty sure I memorized where all of the things were in Banjo-Tooie, which was a harrowing task.
Yeah.
But back then, you know, my spinal fluid was hooked up to my brain a little bit better,
Yeah,
and I could remember like 4 things instead of 2.
Definitely. And there are 4 things in Banjo-Tooie.
At least. Some, you know, some say that there's... Wait, this isn't the right one. Some say there's a secret 5th one thing.
I don't think so.
I still believe. Maybe there was a pirate treasure back in Banjo-Tooie, you know, hinting at the future of Yooka-Laylee. Like, everyone's like, yeah, you know, eventually we're going to break off, do our own company, and, you know, everyone's like, wow, that's oddly dark for you to bring this up, but, oh, okay, if that's what you feel.
Yeah, do what you gotta do.
Do we got enough honey sticky to get up here?
No way.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
You hate to see it.
Well, here, I'll just... Oh, well...
Oh, yeah. Now you're still down there, but also hurt.
You know, I personally love to rub salt on a wound, because it makes the wound tasty.
Well, in that case, I'd say that... I mean, I understand the metaphor, but I feel like you were creating a wound to rub salt into.
Yeah, because it's tasty.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I could land... I was going to be like, well, I can land on it, and then I can just use the geometry to platform up as a little joke. But I paid dearly for my little joke.
It's basically all ruined now.
When I started that jump, I was like, oh, no, I'm not going to be able to make this. Because I had, for no reason related to stopping a recording or anything, forgotten just how damn far the glide goes.
Yeah.
Now
for days.
I'm going to be a safety boy and just eat some more honey. So I say every single morning.
Nothing safer than eating a spoonful of honey.
Mm-hmm. It helps with your allergies or whatever if you get the local shit.
That's what Margie Pippins told me.
Is that your 5th grade elementary school teacher?
No, it's just this eccentric nanny that I had that would tell me that a tablespoon of honey helps me do a bunch of meds.
Oh, I didn't know that was. Yeah. I get it now. I get it, Steve. I understand. Pippins was the name of my my 5th grade teacher. Her and my mom were friends, so it was very scary for me. Scary year.
Yeah, no, that's a dangerous place to be as a 5th grader.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's the race. We get to have a little race. It's like when we did the one with the Cardos, but now we're doing it with the game mechanics of the game instead of. Oh, this the.
What is going on here? There you go.
This is wild. Oh, I'm out of juice. Wait, no. I wanna don't wanna eat. I wanna. We need to find some yummy butterfly energy.
There's a couple.
Yeah. Probably gotta do this 3 times, right? It's a video game.
Yeah.
I think the live wire, whatever the thing that gives us faster stamina regen was probably an. Oh no, there's a 4th time. Oh no, that was the.
You got
okay.
it. Yeah.
I didn't realize that was the finish line. I thought that was the starting line.
I think it was both.
For some reason, I thought that'd be harder. Oh, hey, we didn't say that, but it's isometric. It's the isometric palace.
Like the games what are old.
Yeah, like Solstice. Game fucking rules.
And
the one with Saberman that has a name.
Yeah. There's like 3 of those, right? One of them is just called Saberwolf.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right that there are exactly 3 of them. 4 if you include Banjo-Tooie.
Which one does Saberman go to hell in? One of the Saberwolf games has Saberman go to hell.
Yeah, one he turns. I'm guessing Saberwolf, where he turns into a werewolf.
Hey.
I'm just glad he's in hell.
I want to know when that game came out. Do you think? Because I want to know if it was inspired by Friday the 13th Part 9, Jason Goes to Hell. If they saw that and decided, it's really disappointing that. Spoilers for Friday the 13th Part 9. Jason Goes to Hell at the very end of the movie. When I started watching... Oh, there's a ceiling there. I thought I could get over there. I was very excited to watch a movie for, like, Friday the 13th but Doom. That's what I thought I was getting into, but no.
No, that's just where he ends up.
The series really went downhill after Jason fought the Psychic Teen. They could never get better than that. Peak of the series.
I still need to see Jason X. I hear good things.
I watched it recently. It's fine. I think the Psychic Teen one, which I think is 7, I think that was my favorite of the bunch.
I remember really liking
just the attack.
The Jason Takes Manhattan or whatever.
Oh yeah, that one was quite good. I really like that one. It's a good scene where a guy tries to box Jason out. And it's like a minute-long scene of him just hitting Jason over and over again. And then, of course, it doesn't do anything. And then he just punches his head off. It's good. It was a good time.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's very long, and then, he just punches the head all the way off.
Yeah. Oh, cool. You can spit on people to make them die. That's useful.
It's true more now in 2020 than ever.
Because we've invented acid spit.
That's right.
Thanks to the Elon Musk's evil corporation, turned all our spit into poison. Thanks, idiot.
Thanks, buddy.
Oh, yeah, buddy. I forgot.
Yeah, no, we love him for some reason. Don't tweet about him.
I forgot buddy is the word you used to describe that really. Oh, shit, I ran out of spit.
You hate to see it happen.
Yeah.
Boy, they do go out for a long time, though. That's nice.
I think one of the tonics, which we're not talking about. I think one. Oh no, I didn't hit the double jump button.
You should probably try hitting the double jump button instead of not hitting the double jump button.
Actually, I may have hit it, and that may have been the just input being dropped because of I haven't fixed the Bluetooth thing. But it also could have been I just didn't push it. Both are equally plausible.
I wonder if the update to this game made it so they just stay off once you get them.
The platforms. That's what you call these things.
Yeah, those guys.
Yeah, because they used to reignite, right?
I think so. I certainly remember them doing it.
Edward Solstice.
Ah.
Like the video game.
Speaking of.
Did you have a speaking of, or were you just like, yeah, that was
I
like
was
the thing
just
you said?
referring to when we were talking about Solstice.
I didn't mean to run straight to this guy, but I guess it's a good thing I did. Good old Bernie will help us out with the rest of the Icymetric Palace. Poor Bernie's trying to do his best. You know, Laylee's giving him shit. But I don't know if they have, like, electricity in this castle. I've not seen any towers, poles, electric poles. That's what they come on. I guess they could be underground, but, you know, that's not a thing people do.
I mean, yeah, but, you know, got, like, steam-powered furnaces and stuff. They had heaters before electricity.
Oh. I guess there is a pipe right there that could be filled with delicious government-regulated steam.
Tasty, tasty steam. Brought to you by Steam.gov, that's right.
Thank you. I can't believe that Valve was incorporated into the government. Finally happened. Steam is now has been nationalized.
Nationalized, yeah.
Yeah, that's the way it goes. So this is Breeze Block, and this is a this is a thing. So why do you think Yuka's first? Like, he walks up and there's a guy like, hey, I'm in here being cold, doing cold stuff. Yuka's just like, I'm gonna lie to him.
I
like,
think
why does saying, like, I'm here to check up on his teeth, like, why is that any better than, like, hey, I'm gonna melt you, fool?
Yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting scheme. Doesn't seem to pay off ever.
Bookend and Bernie. Like that one thing, you know?
Yeah.
That one thing, you know?
The one thing about the weekend.
Yeah. So this is a boss fight. It's like break out. Break out the game I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
So this is a weird one. You gotta you just gotta catch yourself on fire, and you can light these torches for extra damage, which I think used to work differently. I believe that those ice blocks used to be like glass blocks that required a different move from later in the game to be able to access.
Oh my god, really?
Do you remember if that's true, Steve? Because I feel
that
like that's
sounds
true.
right. I remember there being something with this fight and with those specifically.
Yeah, so you can light the torches so when he like passes over them, you get extra damage, and that just wasn't available to you unless you came back like later in the game. I mean, he's obviously not that difficult, but it just made the fight take a little bit longer because you just had to like run up to him and like spit fire on him.
Which it does take too long, I'd say.
Yeah. I would argue, like, not even just in regard to this game, that just most things are too long. But video games in general have a big problem of pacing and making things take too long because, you gotta pad out the playtime because people measure value of play in hours for some reason.
Yeah, well, they gotta get rid of, or they gotta make sure to try and avoid any negative reviews on Steam about how short the game is or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, I guess, like, with Steam's, like, return thing, like, your game has to be longer than 2 hours or people just can play it for free, basically.
Yeah.
But, I mean, like, obviously, this isn't a 2-hour game. Most games are longer than 2 hours. Yeah, a weird, strange boss. This game is filled with just odd bosses like this. It's so strange to go, boss 1 is just a weird ramp, which, we talked about, like, oh, it's a platforming challenge. It's a platforming game, it makes sense. Also, there's a little platform over here you can use as a shield if you want.
But why would you?
Yeah, we're here. Oh, that hurt me. Oh, I ran into the fire. That's why it hurt me. I was like, why did that hurt me faster than I thought it would? The torches are so nice for this part where he starts going, faster. Because, he'll just run into the torches. At that point, you don't have to aim. And I guess I could just damage race him with my 2 health. Yep. He could have locked the boiler door. Didn't. And it would have been nice, because then we could have gotten a 3rd ice key. The thrice ice key. Nice thrice ice key.
I would have loved that. Would have been a better world.
And I believe that entrance, or that exit back there will take us straight out of the tower, if I recall correctly.
I do
Which
not
we might
remember.
want to do. There's still stuff here.
I mean, you could probably go back, right? If it does.
Yeah.
It doesn't bring you to somewhere that's something, or you can't reach, right?
Maybe. I'm just... ever since, Oh, do we have to tell him to turn it off to go back in there?
No, you have to get the fire.
Oh,
thing.
right. But yeah, now that we see these grates... Oh, the pagey's up here. I should probably grab that while we're here, so we don't have to come back here. Yeah, now, when we progress through the... No, I don't want to talk to him. When we go through the Icy Metric Palace, now those grates will have an airflow, which will push us up, which will be helpful and nice. If I had remembered where that downwards area was, that would have been...
yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I finished my thought, but ever since the power plant in Pokemon, been afraid of, you're going to walk out a thing that you didn't understand was a thing, and then all of a sudden you can't come back in. Oh, I'm sliding on this. I should have assumed that. Didn't assume that, but... Yeah,
I don't know that I
some
would've.
engine room fun. We're going to have to roll across. Missed 2 things, but that's fine. You can always go back to them after we defeat some corplets. Don't get any yummy butterfly energy, unfortunately. Because we need the quills. Whoops. Because if we don't get all 200 quills, we don't get the pagey. You get a pagey for getting all 200 quills. That's the point of all of the quills. Because you can buy the moves, but obviously you're going to hit a point where you bought all the moves. And then you may think, oh, I don't need quills anymore. But wrong. The game still requires you to have quills if you want pages.
Absolute fool.
Of course you want
You
pages.
think that you're good. With just all the moves. 100% completion or nothing.
Yeah, that's the only way to play a video game.
That's right.
I've been playing this Animal Crossing game for so long. I don't feel like I'm getting any closer to 100%. Don't even have all the neighbors yet.
For 18 years, right?
Yeah. Still got... I need to finish it so I can play Wild World, so I can get to this New Horizons. I'm sure there aren't other games in between there.
No.
So that I can get this Raymond cat and start making money on eBay.
Yeah. Start selling his boxes or whatever.
Yeah. People love his boxes so much. I like that little engine room, though. It was
Yeah.
fun. Oh, the thing is back on. I almost jumped straight onto the fire.
I generally think that this is one of the better designed areas of the game.
Yeah, I really enjoy this part of the game. It's a fun little reference. Sometimes the camera can get a little strange, but for the most part, the camera's pretty solid in this area, and it's good. It's well designed, like you said. It's just a fun, grand old time.
I think it shows that it's something that the people making this game are nostalgic for and care about.
Yeah, it has that touch of love that if this was just some rando who was oh, I'm gonna reference an old video game that I know nothing about, it could have come out weak. But obviously, like you said, they care about it. They wanted Saberwolf 4, but they couldn't kickstart another game that soon.
That's what's coming next. You heard it here first.
Yeah, and I will hashtag be in that one as well.